Capricorn, I am so upset. So I started recording and the video turned off, y'all. The audacity, right? So I want to start over. I did not redraw the cards. This is so intense. It is so personal. I didn't want to start over, so I'm keeping the 4 oracle cards that fell. I'm sending you love. Some of y'all are not in the best place. And I have been in this place, and it is not serving you any good. It is not love. A lot of people talk about wanting to love and, wanting to be loved. And if no one else loves you in this life, say no one else, no one ever loved you again. Who's going to take care of you? I know that it is our nature to want to be connected, to have those connections. So I'm not rebuking them, and I'm not saying don't hope or create those things in your life, but I am saying that it can't be the be all for your life. It cannot. I can relate to being alone. I can relate to wanting to be with someone. And at times in life, it's a particular someone, like it's maddening, and it's lonely and it hurts. Separation and breakups hurt, but you get through them. And then when you come through the other side, you're like, oh my gosh, this was better than I could have ever imagined, because you did the work to heal yourself and to be strong and get out of there. I want to tell you that the chaos and the conflict around you is a vibration. It is an entity, an energy, and it is to, I don't want to say test, but it is a place that you have vibrated at as well, because this is you. This is all connected to you. And if you look at this chaos and conflict as an opportunity to practice new self, who you really are, vulnerable you, and cocky you. So, my daughter told me a story about how she lives in an apartment and someone was banging on the ceiling when she was vacuuming at like 10 o'clock at night, and she lost her shit. You hear me? I mean, she lost it. She was banging the vacuum, she said. She was stomping her feet, she said, like she lost it, right? And then they stopped, but, it was because she worked all day. She was tired, and they don't pay rent. Like, banging on someone's ceiling is the ultimate disrespect, right? And that's not the first time this person has done that. She dropped some pots and pans once, and they banged. Like, they're trying to control her in her environment, I guess is what I'm really trying to explain to you. And when she called me and she's like, Mama, I lost my shit, and we talked about it, and I said, it's okay that you reacted the way you did with the vacuum and the stomping. Okay. Heck yeah, right? I said, but what you can do different in your mind is say, oh, so that's what we're doing? And just return it calmly. No chaos, no change in yourself. You walk away very much empowered and in control still. That is your environment. No one can shake you in it. That is you. You are your soul, your body, your experience here is yours to own. Stop letting outside forces control how you act or react. I see your mind is on a blessing and maybe it hasn't come in yet. And the message here is to keep at it. It's still working season. And some of you are kind of being bratty and entitled, and some of you are really down low. But the bratty entitled ones, I hear like, um, so when is it my turn? I'm ready. I'm ready. Focused on what you want and not what it takes to get it. Energy is fluid. You have to be moving. It has to be moving. Stagnant energy is flatline. It's dead. It's nothing being created. So these are your cards. Orphaned, chaos and conflict, milk and honey, chopping wood. Okay? So let's get into your tarot now and get a message to see what this chaos and conflict is, what this shadow side, this down depressed side, what is this? Some of you start doing the work, you're going to see the fruits. Your instructions are to chop that wood, to be doing some work. If it's inner work, if it's practicing not reacting, if it's practicing not falling into that position of it's the end of the world when really you're still breathing, it's not. You need to gain more perspective. Some of you need to read. Some of you really should open your mind and, entertain your brain with reading. There are binaural beats in brain entrainment that you can, like alphas are amazing for studying, but thetas help you astral, and I hear betas are amazing. But research, get busy doing something. Stagnant energy is depressive energy. For Capricorn, what do they need to know? What do I need to tell Capricorn? There's a card talking to me. Here we go. First card out is Hanged Muse. But of course, wow, to the Knight of Materials, to the Devil, to the Hermit. So some of you are addicted to sadness. Some of you are addicted to being a victim. Some of you are addicted to pain and suffering. And you may not know that you're in a relationship with it, but you are. And this is the no judgment zone. We're all here working it out, right? But the Hanged Muse is saying, first card out, take a leap of faith. Let your hair out, stretch. I do yoga. I need to do it. I need to get back on my regimen. And then, working out, physical activity, whatever it is, brisk walk. Free yourself from this relationship you have with going off alone into yourself. And it's like, it's good to feel emotion. That is definitely facts, right? But to have a relationship with suffering alone and suffering is different. So it's not like I'm an introvert and I'm an introvert, but I'm an intro extro. I for my career, I have to be extra, right? So I've learned how to develop that in myself. But you catch me and ask me what I really secretly want to do, and I just want to cuddle up in a big bed with warm covers and maybe eat a mango all peeled and messy and juicy, and read or read. I guess we'll say that. Okay. That would be great, So, that's introvert for me. Cooking at home for my family, that's introvert for me. But don't confuse introvert with having a relationship with suffering. Nine of Materials is here. And this is about someone that sees themselves as very financially stable, very comfortable. You walk around in your Versace robe and, your Gucci slippers, whatever your thing is, you feel very luxurious, and and money comes easily. You're just comfortable financially, and emotionally, and that's what you want. But then here's this devil card, here's this addiction, here's this shadow, this darkness, and this relationship that you have and you teeter with. Um, Teeter, when I said that, I felt the word bipolar or manic run through me. And I'm not a psychiatrist, but if this means something to someone, that's why I relay the message, and channel through divine energy, because this someone's going to understand, and this is going to touch them, and they're going to hear this. And so understand that it is real, but you have tools to assist you with being balanced in that situation as well. So um, you need to seek the help, take the medication, or do the exercises, do the talking, work through it, whatever you need to do to heal. Um, so milk and honey is here, remember. And Nine of Materials, you are meant to be what you feel you deserve, which is a life of abundance and comfortability, financial comfortability and emotional balance. But let me ask you this question, Capricorn. You're sitting with yourself, and you're in this, really, here it is, okay, I'm going to make it very clear. Imagine you're sitting, in this shadow place, right? And you go there more than you're aware of. You think it's just here and there. You're so comfortable in that place, you're irritated when someone wants more from you. And imagine being someone outside of you and you pushing that way. Why would that attract them into you, right? How is that attractive? And I'm not talking about someone going through a hard time and their partner not being there. That's different. They should be there as support. This is a relationship with that energy. You understand? And not getting the help and not doing the work, but wanting all of this. So where is your milk and honey going to come from then? And I'm asking you this question so that you can ask yourself. Answer me this in your own private space. While this reading is here. Where is all this going to come from if you're not doing anything to change the circumstance? Sources telling on you. Divine energy telling on you. So told on you already. But then the Hermit, Five of Inspiration, fell on that last shuffle between the Devil, the Hermit, and the Hermit's in the middle. So you have the Devil, the Hermit, Five of Inspiration. So here you are, addicted to this sadness. Now the Hermit really just means time alone, but with the way this spread fell, that is not the meaning. That's why it is divine intuitive message. The way these cards are communicating is, here you are addicted to this sad place and conflict, right? And you need to look at yourself. Look at this. There's puddles of water. There's mirrors with the Five of Inspiration. I love this deck because the Rider Waite deck, the Five of Inspirations doesn't look like this, but you're open to this chaos, and you need to change your pattern. You need to really change who you are and how you present and react and think. You're causing your own conflict. There is the Sun card here, which means a positive outcome for doing this work, that chopping wood. It could be physical work outside of yourself for financial abundance, a career plan, a business plan, um, looking at what opportunities your current company holds that you can grow in, getting a certificate. Get a certificate somewhere to grow yourself into another position and make yourself more valuable in the market if you're going to stay in the market of employment, and not working for yourself. Whatever it is, you chop that wood, you get that positive outcome. Anything else for Capricorn? Thank you. Oh, sure enough. Wild. Go into this dark night of the soul. Go into this self-reflection. Go into this place of inner standing, inner work. And you're going to find yourself connected to not only people that you enjoy being around versus being in this sad place. A connection is out here with people that vibrate at your new level, and you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, Capricorn. It's going to be okay. To the Lovers, which means change, it is the twin flame card. It is the about making a decision being made, to choose love of self. People like to hear about the twin thing, but there's lots of lotus flowers here, and I just noticed that in all the time I've used this deck, and there's wings coming down and holding it. And the lotus grows in the mud, literally in mud, and it is the most sacred, beautiful. If I am ever blessed with going to, hopefully they're still there, but Kemet, I would really, really love to encounter and be romanced by a lotus in Kemet for the very first time that I ever experienced one. But they're all over this, very sacred, and you should see yourself as sacred and beautiful, and be very protective of how you treat yourself, because right now you are hurting yourself. You are hurting yourself by not paying attention and gaining new perspective. Okay? That is your reading. Oh, wait, there's a card turned over in here. What is it? Nine of Emotions to the Two of Voices. Is there anything else hiding here to surprise y'all? Nine of Emotions is wish fulfillment. Go in, dig in, start doing the work, start taking action. And Two of Voices, then face your fears. Face your fears. You're afraid of yourself. You're afraid of what you can't do instead of showing yourself what your potential is. Potential becomes kinetic energy. It becomes real. It becomes reality. It becomes something when you start doing something with yourself. You need to take this seriously and dig in deep. Really dig in. And it doesn't matter how many times you go through this. We all go through milestones in our life. We're constantly growing and redefining ourselves, right? So don't look at, man, I thought I went through this already. You probably did, but for a different reason, for something else that your energy was attached to. Promise. There is a promise out there, but someone's not allowed to come into you while you haven't done the work. It'll just be a waste of good time. So use the time wisely and productively so that it's never wasted, so that it can come right on in. Purification to a rebirth. You need to breathe, get out in nature, get out away. Vulnerability is on a card full of outside. You have a lot of nature cards. And then radiance, you will radiate. It's like the sun card twice, very positive. This is during the summer months, so this isn't something that is going to take you a long time to break out of. This is something you can start now and start to feel the healing effects of it, you know? Also get out and do some sunbathing, sun gazing, research sun gazing so that you do it safely. I like to, the time that my son gets out of school, I would sit and open my sunroof while I was waiting in the car line, and I would tilt my head up and I would close my eyes and roll them into my eyelids so that my pupils weren't looking directly at it, and I would just, for 5 minutes or longer, just hold that position. It helps with your pineal. We need the vitamin D. You need to speed things along, domestic harmony. So your life is going to find some peace. You're going to find some peace in your life. Okay. What else? Follow your dreams. Ashe. Surrender. Take that leap of faith. Healing. Spiritual career. Blam. Those are your numerology cards. That is your reading, Capricorn. I was laying down in bed and I was like, I have to read for Capricorn. I did not know why. Excuse me, because I need to go to bed so that I can go to work. But I really had to get up and do this. And I skipped over Sagittarius because the last sign that I did was Scorpio. And I'm like, I have to get up and do Cap. This is it, Cap. It's time for you to gain a new perspective. It's time for you to stop being angry. Some of you react and you're very angry and you justify it and you don't allow people to be themselves. And then there's a sad aspect to some of you, and it brings you sadness when people really don't comply, but you have to purify all of that, Capricorn. It's time to come into new self. It's time to find a new way of being, because you have a beautiful life ahead of you, very positive life ahead of you. Hang in there. Don't judge yourself by your failures, because even though something doesn't succeed, you tried. Judge yourself for not trying. That's sad. I would rather try and fail than not even know what I could do and leave the possibility out there that I could have done this and I could be in this position or this place in life right now. Don't give up on yourself, I guess. I love you, Capricorn. Peace.